Guys, we're often asked, and we always see these articles, how are you going to invest in 2023? I'm going to be very blunt about things, but I'm trying to be calm. This question really bothers Mo and I both. How are you going to invest? Mo talks about it all the time, about the calendar switches. How you're going to invest should matter on one thing and one thing only. Where are prices relative to long-term valuations? If you understand that concept, you're going to understand what we're doing. We have 3 different ways of making money and investing, and I'm going to explain that in this video and how we're going to look at the future. Mo, when we look at how are you going to invest next year, Mo?
Well, I was going to change everything.
Okay, Mo's being funny. This is the S&P.
Nothing changes. I mean, to me, I look at it. I also don't understand when people are like, okay, it's 2022. This is how I'm going to invest. Now, because the calendar changes over and the year is different, everything changes on January 1st.
It's ridiculous.
Like, wait a second here. What?
A good investment's a good investment, whether it's 2022 or 2023. What I need you focusing on is valuation. Valuation. And you want to buy only when price is below value, the value you believe to be true for the company with an ample margin of safety. That's what I want you focusing on. Because guess what? If stocks are going to go down, they're going to go down if it's a value play or a hype stock. It'll probably go down more as a hype stock. But stocks, you're never going to buy the bottom. So figure out how to buy when values make sense. And as it goes down further, buy more of that stuff. This is an iPhone. How much did you pay for this Apple iPhone 14 Plus Pro, whatever it is?
It was $1,200 or $1,300.
Call it $1,200. If I could offer this to you today for $600, would you buy it?
You're goddamn right.
Yep.
You'd say, F yes, I would. Well, tomorrow if I offered you for $500, you're going to regret buying this for $600? No! You're not going to regret buying it for $600 just because you can pay $500 for it tomorrow. You know what you're going to say to me tomorrow? Give me another one. Because you know that eventually somebody will pay you $1,200 for this thing. That's the way I want you to look at stocks. That's the way I want you to look at investing. Mo and I are going to do the exact same things over and over. You know what those are? We're going to go invest in value. We're going to trade long-term, short-term, and we're going to do options. Those are the things that Mo and I do very well. I've been doing options for a long time. You're probably like, what the heck is options? Guys, options has this world of risk, and it can be very risky. I've had options lose 1,000%. How do you lose 1,000%? Join our community and you'll find out how. But when you use options to buy value plays, I've never had a losing month. And that doesn't say that I'm never going to have a losing month. But when I sit there and only do options on stocks I want at prices I want, that is the big key. You can make a lot of money doing that. That is what I'm going to do till I die. I'm going to trade in Mo's community every single week. Long-term trading, because I believe in it. It doesn't care about value. It doesn't care about options. That's the point. Have a system. Have a process. Mo, I used to only be a value investor, used to only be a trader, right?
Yeah.
Now we both do all 3.
And then actually we both, I went into value, you went into trading, and then we both went into options.
Yes.
Something that we both never did before.
Right. So we got into options and we both like, okay, this is going to work.
Yeah.
And it has worked very well.
Yeah, very well.
So when people are saying, oh, you're going to invest in 2023.
So Paul, a couple of things that I'm going to do when everything for next year, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the year is, but I'm going to continue to use the software. And it's great because I can go here to 8-pillar search and I could just go and look for companies that I want to pay attention to. And for me, I like companies with high ROIC, low debt, and cash flow growth. So what I'm going to do is just click on those 3 and it's going to filter out for me a bunch of companies. And then I just start to scroll through them and say, hey, what are some of these companies that I like to look for? This is your Invisalign right here. Intuit, of course. Cintas is in there. So let's see. I'm just going to scroll. VMware is a very interesting company to me. Okay. Autodesk is something that we just did in a few good minutes. I'm sure I'm going to find Google in here. Google's right there. Let me pick Qualcomm. Qualcomm's a company that is very interesting to me. It's getting close to my numbers, I have to think. So I'm going to put this in here and throw it on my watch list if it is. Analyst expectations are mid-single digits to grow, so let's put in some numbers. Let's do 2%, 5%, and 7% revenue growth. Profit margin of 20, 23, and 26. 20, 23, and 26. PE, let's do 14, 16, and 18. 14, 16, and 18. Let's say 12.5, 15, and 17.5% return. Spit out some numbers here. Current price is at $118. Guys, if you believe my top numbers, I mean, Paul, look at that. If you believe my top numbers, you are buying this thing. For me, I'm going to throw this on my watch list around, let's call it $99. So just come right here, click add to watch list. Let's delete that. $99 on the nose. Notify me. I'm going to get a notification on my app, in my email, when Qualcomm hits that number. But these are the type of companies that I want to look for during this time.
Man, I remember years ago, Fisher, have you ever heard of Fisher Investments? So Fisher Investments, hey, Paul, come out, you have this portfolio, we can manage your money, come to this lunch. So I go to the lunch, it was the end of the year, and they're talking about, here's what we predicted for this year. Here's what worked and here's what didn't. I'm like, oh my God. I just wanted to punch myself in the face. But guess what? It makes them sound smart when they do that. It makes them sound really smart when they do that. And Fisher Investments now they have those great commercials where they have like their guy with you and then Schwab, or not Schwab, some other broker who charges you commissions. And I love it. It's great. And I'm sure Fisher Investments, but you know Fisher Investments is? Ken Fisher. No, it's a son.
Ken Fisher, okay.
Yeah, so it's a son,
I've
Ken
seen
Fisher.
His corny commercials on Fox Business.
And his father wrote a great book. Was it his father or uncle?
It was father, Common Stocks, Uncommon Profits.
Yeah, I think that was his, that was the whole thing. But great book about investing in growing potential and great companies that have a lot of potential. That's what I need you focusing on. Get rid of all the noise. Get rid of all the gibberish out there, because it's all noise and gibberish. And whenever I hear a prediction, I laugh at people. I just laugh when people say, oh, interest rates next year are going to go up and they're going to come down and they're going to do this. All I care about is, what does the world look like from my platform today? Are we overvalued or undervalued? If they're overvalued, I'm going to be a little more cautious. If they're undervalued, I'm going to be more aggressive. That's the only thing I want. I don't know what's going to happen. There could be a world war in 4 minutes. We get notification that World War III started. I don't know. What I do know is, if stocks are overpriced, I don't want to buy. If stocks are underpriced, I want to buy. Could they go more underpriced? Absolutely. But again, if I sold you this phone for $600 today, and tomorrow I offered you for $500, you're not going to be pissed you bought it for $600 today. You're going to buy more of it. And if it goes to $400, you're going to buy even more. It goes to $300, you're going to buy even more.
Right. Let's say that Apple goes to, let's say it's at $75 right now.
Yeah.
Are you going to look at 2023 and say, oh, it might be a rough year. I'm not gonna be buying Apple right now.
In fact,
I'm going to be looking at this saying, I'm going to buy a lot of Apple right now, and I'm going to hope it goes a little bit lower. But what do I care what 2024 brings? 2025, 2026. This is probably going to be some kind of $300 stock at some point in the future.
I just don't know when.
How do I care?
And I love it when people say, I'm a long-term investor. Well, then why do you care what happens day to day?
Why do you care what happens year to year?
Yeah. So guys, if you're new to watching this, yes, I'm a very blunt person. In fact, recently in our community, so we have this community, guys. In our community, we have thousands of people in here talking to us about investing. And then just yesterday, people were saying, Paul, you've gotten soft. You haven't been mean enough. And I'm like, guys, it's because we turn out to be right on all these hype stocks. And nobody's attacking us anymore for not understanding hype plays. Literally all these stocks in the last 2 years that we said were garbage are all down 80, 90%. Don't get me wrong. I have Baba and Meta, which are down big from when I started buying, and I started buying them well below their all-time highs. But guess what? They're value plays. I'm going to buy more. Literally the other day, I was like, damn, Meta was up so much. I'm like, damn it. Literally, I was upset.
Can we just take a look at it? So these are the top searches right now on our website. Apple, Micron, Baba, Intel, Meta. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I would love to. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do this for fun? Let's go. Guys, this is the kind of community you're getting in. People are looking at stocks that make sense. Let's look at the top right now. CrowdStrike.
Oh my God.
Neo, Workday, I don't know. And what the hell?
That's incredible,
guys,
Mo. That's a great look.
I mean, come on. These are quality stocks with quality balance sheets, quality fundamentals. These are high flyers. People are watching this because it's down 20% right now. Neo, because I don't know, it's probably disruptive right now. XPEV, same thing. What are you doing?
Guys, listen, if this makes sense to you, I really encourage you to subscribe to the channel. And also, we have a great thing we're doing now where join our community. It's only $1 a day. You get all of our software and our other videos, watch our other videos. It's $1 a day, and even better, for 1 month. It's a risk-free trial. If you pay for it for 1 month and in 30 days you don't like it, email us, 100% money back guarantee, without doubt. That's how confident I am you're going to like it. We have thousands and thousands of people here, and it's great. Like literally, what was the trolling they were doing yesterday in the chat about me, about how I how I was becoming too soft or something like that.
They were like, you need to step it up.
Everyone was like, no, Paul was an a-hole from day one. I'm like, oh no, somebody said, no, Paul wasn't an a-hole until. I'm like, no, you just don't know me then.
Yeah.
I was an a-hole even when I wasn't an a-hole. I just like, listen, I call out BS. And the BS I call out is very obvious to me. Could I be wrong? Of course I could be. But when I am right, I mean, literally every single stock we said was a hype stock going down. Go watch our channel. I don't think a single one has gone up. Has it? Not a single one. In fact, I think the vast majority, the average down is probably 80, 85%. All right, so guys, join our community, risk-free for 1 month, subscribe to the channel. The more you learn, the less you fear. That statement means so much to me. The more you learn, the less you fear. The more you learn about investing and that you're buying a business, the less you'll fear that when the stock goes down. In fact, the more you will love it. Isn't that a better way to live? Thanks, guys. There are 3 things that you absolutely need in order to be a successful investor. The proper mindset, the proper emotion, and the proper process. Which ones are the most important?